Hello again, everybody. I'm feeling a lot better. Still some slight coughing, but I mean, first time getting sick this winter, but it's whatever. But it's actually spring now. So, people will want me to talk about one car, which all of you will see on the preview, which is the 68 Galaxie XL Fastback. This year, you know, a lot of cars gonna come off the frames and everything, and well, I gotta drag this back out, put it on some blocks, and start working on this frame. This frame's for a big block automatic, or it can actually be for 4-speed because it has the setup right there. This frame came off another 68 or 69 Galaxie. The frames are the same kind of build from 65 to I think 69 or 70. Can't quite remember, but 68 to 66 pretty much the same thing. However, 67, 68, and 69 frames are thinner in metal. I gotta redo this frame a little bit. Nothing's wrong with it, but I think I may want to at least do some thicker bars on the side because those are kind of paper thin. It's still good. I need to get it off the stupid ground. But I was originally actually wanting to use this frame on the Heather, but you know, since this is a good car, you know, now, and gotta put some stuff on the back and move it around, put it with the rest. You know, everyone's, you know, y'all know how we kind of rescued this car because there's stuff available. But the frame on a 66, same thing as a 68. Stuff, I don't know where I'm going to get extra parts for this, because stuff off of this frame was originally going to go onto this frame, or wait a second, which one was it? Okay, no, the one that was off the 66 over there, Heather, stuff off that frame was going to go onto here. And I think it may still turn out like that, because the frame on that shot, and I actually have to junk it, sadly. So I may strip stuff off of that frame for this one. So I don't know just yet. The only downside for a lot of these Galaxie frames is I think 65 when they start. Yeah, 65 is when they did that bar system, which pretty much, you know, on both sides, and then they had the stability bar, if I can say it properly, along right here. I'll be able to do this frame no problem, you know, sandblast it and paint it. But I may have to borrow stuff off of Heather and fix it up, because the frame off of that four-door Galaxie is going to go onto the Biscayne, and I don't want to eliminate nothing. So when I go back over to my relative's place, I want to see if one of those 67 Galaxies he wants to kind of part with for a rear axle. They all have 9 inches, so just kind of Frankenstein it, I guess. Combine 68 with 67 stuff. So excuse me, no big deal. I think one of the welds, actually it's not on this frame. I can't remember. There's some frame that we have around here. One of the welds right here was kind of split, but it wasn't this. So all in all, I just have to do a lot of work, really, just to put it together. Gosh, there's one thing that I think it was missing up here. I can't remember what. Something small and minute in detail, but I just can't remember now. I do have my automatic bar there, you know, the automatic support bar. So I can't remember what else. Yeah, I got a lot of spring cleaning to do, a lot of stuff to pick up. So yeah, not much to really talk about other than just, you know, this Frame's going to be the 68 Fastback. Something more to talk about. Weather's been nice, however, real life has kind of gotten in the way. Nothing bad, but yeah, as you can see, it's almost the same kind of setup. Almost the same thickness in the front, but again, the bars that support the side, they're thin. Those are the ones that normally go out from 67 on up. 66s last to doomsday for some reason, but I don't know why. But for some reason, Heather, she kind of rotted out. And 3 tires are up on this because I gotta move it up right by the 46 Plymouth. And I'm gosh, there's a lot of stuff I gotta get off of the X frame and put that up. So it's just that tire. Yeah, be doing measurements on this soon. Just gotta block it up, go from, gosh, there's so much stuff to do this year. So when did I last talk about the 68? I think it was our Rednecks Project tour when we didn't know what the hell we were doing here on YouTube. It's got the wrong kind of hood. It's got the wrong front fenders. They're off a standard 68. They're supposed to have the extra chrome pieces and everything. And I gotta take this back over to the salvage yard because it's not useful to me. It is sitting on some pallets. Excuse me for a second. Yeah. Car is still in phenomenal shape. I never knew he even really had this sitting down there. But I also remember when this thing used to be running around, all pieced together. But it needs a little bit of work. Automatic bucket seat. Oh, my headliner is falling apart. I need new floorboards in the front. 67, 68's the same thing. There's catalogs out there for them, which is no big deal. It's just up in the front there. Need a new dash. Automatic. It's going to be very interesting to find. I think I may have to access the other side. Hopefully I don't step on anything. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to clean up out here. Because this, I may actually have to, I'm not quite sure. May have to rob stuff off of this onto here. I have to find out if I could get another rear axle or not for that other frame. Really don't want to eliminate stuff off another car just to move stuff around. But what I may end up have to do is block this up, do the underneath, and then set it down onto the frame. But yeah, had the center console with the oh, I can't remember what exactly they're called, but it had the style of shifter where you reach down and pulled up and you moved, you know, back, you know, front and forward. I can't remember what they're called, but those are kind of hard to come by. This car had power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning, had all the accessories. And these fenders are not the right ones for it. Gear appropriate, but doesn't have the holes right there for the chrome piece up in the front for the XLT. Or excuse me, the XL. Don't know why I want to call this XLT, but no, XL, car, XL. It's, the interior just needs to be cleaned, spotted up. Few rust holes here and there, and again, the floorboard in the front needs to be repaired. I think some stuff on the body was filled by putty. You know, simple stuff like this is easy, but something's going on right here with the seams, because someone tried to fill those in. I've seen some fastbacks, Galaxie fastbacks, with these filled in, some not. So I'm going to have to see if that's like sealed properly or not. Excuse me. This was originally black, but someone painted it red, and they, sent it over the black, and then they primered it and painted it red. I need to get a key fitted so that way I can get into the trunk. Never been into the trunk of this thing yet. I think the back bumpers are the same from 67. Can't quite remember, but believe it or not, the back tail lights are still on this. So the front clip, this had the hideaway headlights. Those are extremely hard to come by and very expensive, but I do have some connections. I think I'm going to get a whole front clip for this later this year, because I want to get this at least running, and just have it as a drive around car. Really nothing special. She's a 390 4-barrel. Like I said, had all the accessories: power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning. She had all the accessories to it, all the rare options, except for I think 2, but I can't remember what those are. But yeah, it was a black car with a red interior. Kind of an interesting combination, to be honest. But yeah, as you could, let's see. Yeah, as you can see right here, some of the black still left over. But yeah, they painted the outside to match the inside. But yeah, the red interior to match the the outside, the black car, which is right here. Some of the original black paint that's left. I've never quite seen that combination before. Black exterior with a red interior. So, but yeah, since she's sitting, some of that black's starting to fade through. Am I gonna turn it back to black? No. This would look good in black. However, I don't want to roast in this car when stuff gets put back together. Let's see here. The firewall on these are extremely different than your 66s, and I think they were a little bit different on 67 as well. 68, they did something entirely different. I think the firewall is kind of the same to 69. I'm not quite sure. Excuse me. I've never really been around 69 Galaxies. Some 68s, always 67s, 66s. I know. But yeah, it's a interesting kind of thing. But the holders down right here onto the frame, they're the same to 65 on up, with that long widened frame that they have, because this body will actually sit down perfectly on a 66 Galaxie frame. And again, I was going to show that with the red car, but since we rescued it, really can't show that now, not unless if I get another frame for Heather, the Q code right there, and just kind of show everybody. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to block this up so that way it doesn't fall down on me, do the underneath on the areas, and then slide the frame on underneath when it's redone, and probably just put it together while it's right here. But I may have no choice but to. Would love to roll this around, but again, I kind of want to have matching fenders to this XL. I do have everything else for it. Wheel wells, which are right there in front of the Wayfarer business coupe. I still need to scoot this thing back. There's a lot of raking to do, my gosh. Yeah, This is going to be a little bit of a work area, you know, drag the frame over. I'll pretty much do it right here and then just kind of flip it over and slide it underneath. It'll be later this year once I get everything else off of their frames and start working on that, because I want to jump from car to car. Again, this is going to be the year of the frames and some body work. Cadillac, I'll definitely work on sometime in May to June, give or take, because I actually got a new job recently and I have to pick up some clients, because I am now officially employed by the state, and I'm an employee of the state under something that I really don't want to quite say. I want to say it, but kind of leave a little bit of a private life, you know, here and there. So, but want to pick up some clients and go from there. I'll still have plenty of time to mess with everything with the home business and stuff. It's just something to help out with all of this, because I do not want to ask no one in no way, shape, or form of PayPal donations and stuff, because like I said, we're more than capable of doing this stuff on our own. We're not going to beg for no, you know, affiliate links or anything and stuff like that, because you know, this is our responsibility, not yours. Let's see here. But back to the car. I absolutely love this fastback. I'm a sucker for a lot of fastbacks. For some reason, 69 Galaxie fastbacks don't look too well. 68s I absolutely love, because this looks kind of similar to the 66 and 67 Dodge Chargers. Now, I know people are going to say, oh no, blah, 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 but to be honest, it's just kind of the slope right there, and plus I love my fastbacks. But this, was this my first Galaxie, or was it that one? You know what? This was my first Galaxie. Yeah, because, believe it or not, 5 years ago, I discovered these cars by accident online. And then I remembered the black one, which was this one, running around, of how wonderful and beautiful it looked. And, well, went over there to see if, you know, our relative had one. And he did. This was sitting up on a utility truck box. And just brought it home. We slid it off. Took a little bit. So, but yeah, this is a dream car, and I'll get it going. It won't be running this year, but I definitely want to get it on the frame. When I go back over to, like I said, over to my relatives, I'll see if he'll have a rear axle that he could part with for that rear, you know, for that frame for this, and stuff off of that. I think I'll just rob some stuff off the front there, unless he's got something for that frame over there. So I really don't want to rob stuff off of Heather, because, you know, I got a 65 9-inch on that off an LTD, and that's just original stuff right there. I still see, here's the thing. I made an error a long time ago when I first got the, you know, Cherry Bomb Victoria, that a guy originally said that this was a 7-liter, and then it supposedly had the wrong title. Well, I don't know if this is a real 7-liter yet or not, and also doesn't quite state as such on the title, and I don't know much of anything, but I had the wrong title for this. And when I run the VIN numbers, you know, factory 428, you know, Q code. But I'll have to show it. I'll have to clean this all out when it gets warmer in another video. But you have to measure in the middle of your hub circle here, you know, directly smack dab in the middle with that little divot there, right here in the front and the back. This, you know, the wheelbase from there on this car is shorter than the red one. So I don't know if this is actually a true 7-liter or not. But the strange thing is, when I run the VIN number, it doesn't come up as it. And I've seen online some 7-liters still have marked Galaxie 500 on them, along with the you know, dash with right here. A lot of 7-liters have the Galaxie 500. And I stated what I found out. This car had the 7-liter grill, but had other stuff different on it, factory. So it's definitely not LTD. Definitely not LTD. But I think when it gets warmer and some things figured out, we're gonna sand right here and figure out what's going on with this car. Because I first thought this was a 7-liter. The guy said, "Oh yeah, 7-liter, 7-liter." It's like, okay, yeah, I believed him. But again, I don't know. I'm just calling it Galaxie 500. You know, Q code for right now. I'm safe and sorry. Because, you know, I showed in the video with stuff taped off with its, you know, its Q as a Q code for 428. It's a 4-speed factory on the floor. You know, it's a bucket seat. I'm not bucket seat. It's a bench seat split. I wanted to say bucket seat split. I don't know why. Bench seat split. Excuse me, and I do apologize. I also know that some 7-liters had that too. It was an option for a package that they either had the bucket seats or the bench seat split. So again, I don't know what's really going on. And this had that bronze color with the white top, and I'm going to keep it that bronze color. Can't remember what it's exactly called. So everything's evened up on this, even though that's off a 65 rear axle. It's still, I don't know if the 65 is messing it up. So I'm kind of figured once I get the 66 9-inch over there redone and rolling, I'll switch it out on this and then do some remeasurements. So some people are asking about this, you know, a little bit recently, not on YouTube but elsewhere on social media. So I don't know if the 65, you know, rear axle's messing things up or not. So yeah, just gotta find out and sand in the back, because I thought this was a replacement deal and everything, but when I looked underneath, you know, and especially with the camera one day, I should have showed the video, but I couldn't find no cuts, nothing. Even the same thing with the other side, when my relative, you know, the cousin, accidentally lost brakes and ran over with the loader. And I thought, you know, I saw something, you know, around right here, but no, this is all solid. So again, I'll sand that side and find out if the holes were filled in for the Galaxie 500. If there's no holes over there, that means that this might actually be a 7-liter. That's what I've been told by a Galaxie club. I've also been told that some 7-liters were marked and some of them weren't. And if this thing wasn't marked, then it's definitely a 7-liter. That's what I've been told. But if you want to correct me down in the comments or give me some information, just let me know then. Because still learning about this stuff, and excuse me, and just kind of going from there, really. But yeah, I'll sand that side, see if there's holes filled in. If there's holes filled in for the Galaxie 500, then she's just a standard Galaxie 500. But there's no holes over there, no filler, no nothing, then she's an actual 7-liter. Yeah, then that means I'll actually need a grill and everything else, more expensive route for it, which means the fenders and everything will work except for the grill, and I might actually have to pop some extra holes on the hood for 7-liter stuff. So that's all I know. Oh, and by the way, I found out that Amanda here, the 69 Mercury Comet, they made less of this is a 1969 Mercury Comet Sports Coupe Limited Edition, the 302. They made less of these than the Charger RTs. So this, they made a lot. That's rarer than the 1969 Dodge Charger RT. It's going to be original. Nothing special done with it. Just going to fix it up, restore it, and daily driver. Maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. So yeah, looked up the numbers, and it's Amanda's a lot rarer than the 1969 Dodge Charger RT. How about that? A lot less production number on the Mercury Comets. Learn something every day, don't you? So, alrighty. So yeah, pretty much talk about the 68 Galaxie, was that a 500? I can't remember. But the 68 Galaxie 500, excuse me, the 1968 Ford Galaxie Fastback XL. I don't know if that's a 500, Galaxie 500 or not. I'm not going to walk back over there. So, alrighty. Yeah, just more stuff to figure out. And like I said, I thought this was a 7-liter in the past. And I was like, yes, no, yes, no. We'll find out when it warms up a little bit more. I'll sand that side. And because, you know, I'll match it up to red over there where the markings are. And I'll sand on this side. And if there's no markings on that side, if it's just naturally flat, from what some Galaxie clubs told me, then it's a actual 7-liter. But if the holes are filled in for Galaxie 500 on each side, then it's just a standard Galaxie 500. But again, you know, if it doesn't come back on the VIN with the title, then, you know, it's just a standard Galaxie 500. But if there's no markings on the back for the Galaxie 500, then she's one of those 7-liters with a different kind of trim. Again, that's all I know. That's why I've been told. If anyone else knows more information about the 66 Galaxie 500 7-liters, or just 66 Galaxie 7-liters in general, post it down in the comments. Because, you know, I really want to put that to rest on this car to see what's going on. So that way we can make some proper corrections on some cars here and there as we go along, because we don't like to do misinformation and stuff. I know people rip us out about some stuff, but, you know, that's the car world, it's the car scene. Everybody's an expert. Everyone's a man-child to a certain extent. I mean, we got toys around here that last for decades for us to restore them. So alrighty. And since it's warming up, there will be some will it start videos coming. Just have to see what happens in time. Please take consideration of liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. We're not asking for no money in no way, shape, or form. No donations, no nothing. There is a shop now, but it's not fully formed. We want to earn money that way, created by our own hands, to earn our keep. There will be no affiliate links or nothing. Just asking for subscribers and to help support us along our way. And wherever that is, with all these and the reproduction parts and who knows what else, we'll find out in time. There might be 2 more blog videos left. Yeah, safe to say there might be 2 more blog videos left. Including this one. Have to find out. So, y'all have a go now. Take care and stay safe. See you later. And thanks again for support.